Hey everyone, Speed Generations here, and today we have the Sonic Prime 2.5-inch diorama set. New York City down here on the bottom, figure collection. They have a display stand for the shard. The Sonic pose that I like is on here too. Sonic Prime on the top. Jakks specific on the bottom right here, 3+, Sonic Prime logo right here, and the render right here, New York City. Then there's a side image of all three of them together. Then we go to the back, New York City, Prism Shard, Shard Base, Sonic, Rusty Rose, and 9. Articulation, of course, make a scene. And yeah, that's basically it. So, let's open this right up. And here it is out of the box. So here we have the Prism Shard, the first Prism Shard that was in New York City. Of course, the first one they saw in the first season when 9 and Sonic were headed somewhere. It's really detailed, honestly, like it. It is just a piece of plastic. Look, you can even move it around too, which is kind of cool. So how this works right here, of course, has a hole. And it has this, so yeah, you just do that. If I can again, I might need 2 hands for this. So for now, we'll just leave it like that, but then you get it, because I already put it on the first time. So we'll look at 9 first here, since he's the first one up in the row. So, kind of exactly the same as the 5-inch one, except it's got the less detail here that the 5-inch 9 has with the, all the realistic detail fur things on him. And of course, if we come back here, the other difference is that this 5-inch 9 has the 2 tails out along with his robotic 9 tails out. This one has all the 9 tails inward and all together along with the 2 tails on the inside. So they did it a little different here. I guess it's so he can stand, or either so they can make it at least a little bit different compared to this one, is what I'm thinking, but who knows. So obviously it's this kind of same details here, except 9 in this one looks kind of evil. Looks like he's about to ruin your scheme, so they have different expressions. This one's just unhappy, and this one is just planning a scheme or something. So of course the same jacket thing, same hands here. Same shoes with the little hole in it. This time it actually has like a silver kind of thing to it on his shoes. This one does not. So yeah, that's the difference compared to that one. Of course, he has more shiny ones for some reason on this one and not the 5-inch one. Don't know why, but I guess that's just the way it is. So for the articulation, he moves at the head. Probably, yep, a full 360. He moves his whole arm, because this one is of course different. Don't worry about it, I'll put it back in, and it's doing that with the heavy, it's with all the heavy weight on this. Anyway, his whole arm can move, not his gloves, because the 2.5-inch ones are of course different compared to that. The knees can move and not the shoes. And as it goes for his 9 tails, you can move them all around his whole body. So yeah, there's 9. And next down the row, we have Sonic. So of course, as the 5-inch Sonic here, of course, he's not going to have the same realistic looking furs on him that this one would, because this one has just less detail and a smaller version. So the only similar things I'm seeing here is, of course, the gloves, except if we look on the 5-inch here, oops, sorry. This hand looks like it's the same, about to be closed. This hand is opened to a certain extent, so hold on. I want to see if that's the same, because they might have just scaled it down from the 5-inch ones. Yeah, that's pretty much similar for the hand poses. The shoes, of course, are the same here, so nothing really too different from these ones. Of course, all around it's the same. And their expressions, if Sonic will, thank you. Sort of the same, yeah. It's sort of the same here for the expressions. So yeah, of course, like the articulation, it's the head doing a half of a full rotation of a 360. The arms do the same thing, except not the gloves. The knees do the same thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it for 2.5 inch Prime Sonic's articulation. So now we'll move on to Rusty Rose. Actually, hold on. I forgot to compare him to this modern Sonic here. So yeah, a whole bunch of differences here. His eyes are more up, this one's more down. They both have smiles, but this one is different here because this one is red, this one is not. Of course, the gloves are different, same with the shoes. The articulation, of course, would be the same because they're 2.5 inch figures, so yeah. Now for the one we do not have a 5-inch figure of yet, but is coming soon, Rusty Rose. So she's a part of this pack exclusively. There's no way else to get her except if you buy her loosely off of somewhere. So yeah. Anyway. So as it goes for Rusty Rose here, it's very accurate in detail. Especially like how there's like a little shiny parts in the back here to like resemble all the, or that could just be my light reflecting on it, but all the rest back here to show it. Of course, since she's a robot, half robot and whatever, that's actually really good too. So Jakks basically did this spot on here. As you can see, she even has the robot eye. At first, when it was in the package, it looked like it was a small red beating eye, but when you look at it this way, it's not. So right here, though, however, it does look a bit strange on this side. I'm only saying that because the eye is like beating. It feels like it's beating out. Like something happened to her that it's like beating out or something. Here's the rest of her robotic body and the back side. Now time for the articulation here. So she moves her arms, her knees, maybe her elbows. No, she doesn't. Okay. I just don't want to test it out and break it. So does the head do a full 360? No. The head does not do a full 360. I do really like this Amy though, nonetheless. From what I've seen it the first time, it looked like Rusty Rose looked a little different, but not too much. So yeah, that was basically it right there. Jakks did a good job on this one as well. So yeah, and that was it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed today's review. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.